Let's do this again. Hi guys, today we're going to be making an easy mac and cheese using this Purdue chicken breast. It's bone-in. You can cook it in the bag, but I don't want to do that because I want to make a broth out of this. So I am going to take it out of the cooking bag and put it in my pot. It's already been boiling. I am going to season my water like I would do if I was making stock, okay? And I'm just going to add some adobo. You can use the seasonings of your choice. This is what I'm choosing to use. I'm going to use some oregano. Oh, I thought this was already opened. You can use as much of this or as little of this as you want. You just want to make sure that your water is nice and flavorful. I'm adding some garlic powder. To that I'm going to add some black pepper and the cactus stuff. And I'm going to add some pink salt. Let me get a spoon. This same stock we're going to be using some of it to make our pasta in it, so that's why I was heavy on the salt, because I want it nice and I'm going to use my double strainer because the chicken breast has the bone in it. I want my chicken to cook until it's very tender and falling apart, so I don't want any of the bones going into my stock. So that's why I'm going to use my strainer. And I have to add more water. I feel there's not enough water after I put the pasta strainer in it. As my water was boiling, I'm sweeping and mopping down here. But I just picked up a stack of Julia's schoolwork from yesterday. So she is in the 3rd grade. So I guess, I don't know if you guys can see, so I guess, you know, this is what the teacher made them. Welcome to 3rd grade, whatever. And I thought it was funny because I'm like a true Puerto Rican. She drew the Puerto Rican flag on her paper. I thought that was cute. Represent, Mumu. Yes, let me tell you, I have like 20 different nicknames for my kids. So now we're going to take our chicken breast, which I have washed, and I am leaving the skin on because I want all that fat from the skin to break up in the water. I knew this was too much water. Let me get some out before the stove gets dirty. Alright guys, so I just put my fork in. I just wanted to see if it was tender because it's been exactly 2 hours since the chicken breast has been boiling and making its own broth. So as you see here, it's really tender. Okay, so you see that is really tender and it's just ready to fork the meat right off the bone. So now I'm going to take it off the stove and allow the chicken breast to cool down while my pasta is going to cook in the same water. My fork. Alright guys, I'm going to take this container and I'm going to fill it with some of this stock. and I'm going to freeze it that way when I need stock, because now that the fall weather is coming and I like to make my soups and my Panera soup, it's better to use the fresh chicken stock. And that's very hot, so I gotta put it down. So I'm gonna continue to fill this container up, let it cool down, and then I'll put it in the freezer. I'm actually gonna make 2 whole containers of chicken stock. Okay guys, so this is the macaroni that I'm going to be using. So you can use elbow macaroni, the shells, any one that you would like to use. It's up to you, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to be adding the macaroni right where I made my chicken, right in this chicken broth. I already took out 2 big containers and a half, a small one, to freeze it in case, like I said, I needed to make soup, or if my kids get sick. It's always better to give them fresh broth. And I'm just going to give this a stir. And I want this to cook for about 10 minutes. I don't want it to cook all the way because I am going to be making mac and cheese and it's going to continue to cook, so I don't want soggy macaroni. So I'm going to cook this for about 10 minutes, and then once we blend it in with our cheeses and our milk and everything else, we're going to continue to let this cook. And now while this cooks for 10 minutes, I'm going to start shredding my chicken. Okay guys, so it's been 10 minutes and this is how the pasta is cooked to. This is how the pasta is, so after 10 minutes, this is how your pasta should look. I guess as they say, al dente, al dente. Ay, Dios mío. So you see that? And yeah, I still didn't get my nails done. Okay, so it still has like a bite to it, but you can still taste that doughy. That's what you want. All right, I'm gonna drain this and I'll be right back. All right guys, so all right, so I'm gonna add some butter. Focus. And it's salted butter. And I'm gonna add this whole stick in there. Yes, I am. And I'm going to let it melt. And I just had a noodle jump out of my pot. For this part, you don't want your stove too high, so I'm going to put it on a medium heat, okay? So my butter melted, my stove is on a medium heat. Let me show you before I open it. So I'm going to be adding some Velveeta cheese. You can use any brand. I just happened to get this one. Honestly, I have bought the Aldi's brand. It's called Cheese Melt. And guys, I'm so sorry. No pun intended whatsoever towards Aldi or their brand. My personal opinion, I feel it doesn't taste the same. So I'd rather splurge on the Velveeta cheese because I just like the taste. I bought the small one because I'm gonna add other cheese to it. It's really good. I'm gonna use regular whole milk. You can use canned milk. I only buy 2% milk in the house, so that's what I'm using. And I'm gonna add 1 cup. I might need more. Yeah, let me add 1 more. So this is 2 cups. And I had, I used 16 ounce, which is 1 pound of the pasta. And 1 stick of butter and 1, let me see how much, where's the cheese? And then the Velveeta cheese was 8 ounces. So it was 8 ounces of the Velveeta cheese, 1 stick of butter, 2 cups of milk, and 1 package, 16 ounce package of pasta. Now it's still on a medium, and I want this cheese to start to melt. I'm going to put it medium to high because I don't want my pasta cooking and getting mushy while my cheese is still intact. Oh, my refrigerator. Letting me know I didn't close the door. Okay. Now, while the cheese is in the process of melting, I want to start adding my chicken because I want my chicken to be moist and grab the cheesy and the buttery taste that I have going on in there. So, as you guys know, this is my chicken, el pollo, and I already shredded. So it's just chicken breast, I just shredded it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this whole thing, but we will see. Up to a high, and I'm just going to start stirring it. It's already getting creamy. I'm going to add 1 more cup of milk to this because I want it extra creamy, and I'm going to add some broccoli to it, so I want another. Alright guys, so this makes it 3 cups of milk. And I'm going to add my broccoli almost when it's done because I don't want my broccoli to be mushy in here. We don't like mushy vegetable. We like them to have a little crunch to it. But if you want yours mushy, you can put them in like now if you like, if it's frozen, depending whether it's frozen or fresh. My phone. Okay, so I'm going to season this up a little bit. I'm going to start adding some pepper. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. And you can add all these to your liking. Give it a stir. Like so. I'm gonna add a little more chicken. And this plate is filling because of the chicken, the cheeses, and if you decide to add veggies, you don't need to add veggies. But if you decide to add veggies, you could add the veggies of your choice. I've made it with corn, I've made it with frozen green beans, so it's up to you what you want to add to it. Alright guys, I'm going to add some smoked paprika to it now as it's cooking. This is the paprika. This is the paprika that I use when I make my paella. If anybody's interested in me making a video on the paella, please leave it in comments below. This is smoked paprika. It's a little pricey, but trust me, when you add it to your paella, it makes a world of difference. I think I pay like, I want to make sure, but I think it's like $14.99. So we're just going to add a little bit and give it a stir. Oh my God, I can smell it already. It smells very good. Now, while I still have enough liquids in my pan, it smells good. Okay, I'm going to add my first blend of cheese, and I got my cheese shredded already. You can get the block shredded, whatever. This was on sale, so this is what I got. It says it's off the block 4-state cheddar, okay? So this is one of the bags of cheese that I will be using. And these cheeses could be found in ShopRite. And you see it's not finely, you see? It's not finely shredded. Hope my camera picks it up. I'm trying to freeze. Guys, that's taking too long. All right, so there we go. All right, now we're going to add our second bag of cheese, which is going to be the aged, let me get that. It's going to be the aged Italian blend, and this is 6 ounces. The other one was 6 ounces as well.
Mom, I'm going to put on the timer with the Alexa.
I don't have the Alexa in the living room plugged in.
This one.
Oh, you have to give me a minute. Let me finish what I'm doing.
Oh, she heard it.
So this is 6 ounces. The other bag was 6 ounces as well.
Can I take one?
I'll leave some in the back.
No, the macaroni.
Oh, not yet.
Oh.
All right, guys. So now I'm gonna add my frozen broccoli. Let me just show you what I have.
Which is also really good.
Okay, and it's just ShopRite brand.
I'm like, I know it's good. I didn't even make it.
Like so.
And then add in.
No, I'm done.
All of them?
Yeah.
Hopefully they get sliced. Whoa. Whoa, another one right there.
Oh, wash it.
It's just the stem anyways.
Yeah.
I just put it in the garbage. The stem's still bad.
It's getting cheesy. Cheesy. Okay, at this point you might want to taste it. Make sure that it's your pasta. Make sure that the macaroni is seasoned well. So I grabbed some macaroni, some chicken, and let's see how it's going, how it's tasting. I can't taste the macaroni, it just fell. It's perfect. The macaroni is still has a bite to it. The flavors is good. The spoon is perfect. It doesn't need anything else. I want to sprinkle the top a little bit with the smoked paprika. I think I put like 2 teaspoons of this so far. Oh my god, that smoked paprika has such a good smoke, like a smoke smell to it. It's so good. Alright, so my pasta, I just turned it down from a low to medium to a low to medium, sorry. Because this is done already. The cheese is melted. Nice, easy dinner. I am gonna make some, I'm gonna put the lid on this and allow it to cook with the lid for about 5 minutes. I just want the broccoli to cook a little bit. But other than that, everything else is done. And I'll take a picture of it once I serve it. Yeah. Alright guys, so this is the broth that I took out from the chicken. It was like, I guess, a half. And then these 2 full containers, I'm going to put the lid on them. They're already cool. I'm going to put them in the freezer. And they're good for any kind of stew, beans, arroz con pollo, whatever. You got fresh broth. And it's good now, even if you want to make smaller containers. Because now, once winter comes and flu season comes along, you know, the kids are always coming home with the cooties from school. Sorry guys, they are the cooties. And it's good to have good homemade broth versus, you know, giving them the canned broth. And I always like to stock up. When I warm it up, I throw a piece of ginger in it because, you know, ginger is healthy for your immune system. And it makes great broth. So I just wanted to give you guys that tip. Once a Magda, cut through my pantry, which is a mess. Gigi, here's your Magda.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And how do you like? How do you like the mac and queso?
It's good.
It's good. Is it creamy? Is the chicken, it's sunny in here, the lighting's probably not going to be good. Is the chicken dry? Is it moist?
It's like chicken.
Do you know what dry and moist means?
I do, but moist because the cheese is like over it.
Oh, okay.
But you taste the chicken. It picks up off of the texture of the macaroni.
I like your choice of words. Texture. Alright guys, so that's my baby girl, Jalia's plate. She loves mac and cheese. And she likes broccoli. And she likes the chicken breast, so she's good. Alright guys, let me serve my boys.
They're not going on camera.
No, they won't go on camera. Right, they hate the camera. That's our mac and cheese with the broccoli and the chicken. And then I use 3 types of cheese for that. Garlic bread on each side. And here I made a quick cucumber and red onions. It's like a little salad, you can say. I use oil, vinegar, and then I use the salad seasoning packets. It's really good. I make a bunch because, and then I just keep it in the refrigerator for the whole week, and I can have it like that. I already packed my daughter some for lunch tomorrow, and if not, I can make a regular salad tomorrow and just put this right on the top. It's really good, and then it turns into a pickle salad where the cucumbers taste like a little bit of pickle, and the onions as well. And our creamy mac and cheese, it was delicious. But I hope you give this recipe a try. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I appreciate the support and the love from everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you share this video. Share it with family and friends. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. And just thank you so much. It's Simply Nana with Crafting, Cooking, and Sazon. To our next video. Bye.